What's up, MP? Shaking MP. He in the house.
MP said he will be fully ready to slay some rap.
How you doing, MP?
Good, man. How about you?
I'm chilling. Check out this pregame buffet. They got some good stuff.
Nah, man. I try to eat light before the game.
They got a Mediterranean chicken wrap. It's light.
Mediterranean chicken wrap. All right, I'll check it out. Hey, any chance you want to trade jerseys after the game?
How would we play for it?
I'm all in.
That's what you want. I'm game. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. With Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Prophet is out there with Jones, and it's Vucevic, then it's Buzelis, and it's Dosunmu in at the 3. And for Oklahoma City, the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. We've got some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Frank, will you keep your eye on that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll. Tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his team on the board to start the game for Oklahoma City.
You have a guard like Gilgeous Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one. You're telling me. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. The Bulls getting the bucket. And a miss there on the triple. To the paint. Here's Buzelis. And the rejection by Holmgren. Outside, George. Holmgren in the high post. On the wing, Williams. Vucevic defending. Stolen away. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
We play just over a minute here in the first. And a wide open look for Gilgeous Alexander. Buries it from three-point range. Gilgeous Alexander's got 5 now.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal.
Now, here's Dosunmu. Boy, was he something else against Dallas. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Here's Dort after the main shot from the Prophet. Outside, Dort. Hartenstein inside. Working on Jones. And it's Gilgeous Alexander missing. The Prophet passes to Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Dort.
Clearly a foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. So he hits 1 of 2 from the strike.
He was able to tie it up. He has to be disappointed that he could not give his team the lead.
They grab their own miss. Outside for Gilgeous Alexander. Goes up again. Good as the jump shot falls. 9 points for Shea Gilgeous Alexander.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Vucevic's screen on Williams. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot on. Buzelis' shot is good.
Man, he's got that touch working tonight, shooting the ball very well to start this one.
Beyond the arc. And it's Gilgeous Alexander missing. To the middle. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And using every bit of that large frame for the exclamation point, Vucevic a force around the rim.
And here's Gilgeous Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. It's a 3-point game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, it's all in by the Bulls.
We're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Pass to the Prophet. There's the 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Oklahoma City's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To halt the run, and it's Williams laying it in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 7, right wing. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's the teardrop. The shot misses. Nice defense from George. To the inside. Hartenstein. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is an area where Lou Dort is trying to become more effective as a playmaker.
Here's the Prophet. And no good that time. Well, Thunder have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Steps back. That one doesn't go. Great defense that time from the Prophet. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the main shot from the Prophet. And yes, it's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Buzelis with the ball, working on Holmgren. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Outside Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a nice lucky 13 shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Williams is checked in for Hartenstein. Alex Caruso comes in for Holmgren. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for George. And Wallace subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Buzelis. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's White in for Jones. Here's the Prophet. He's got 9. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Now here's Williams. Caruso sets the screen for Williams. Connects from 3-point range. Williams has got 5 now.
There has to be some expectation that Williams will take that shot. He has the green light from 3-point land.
And now I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, the Prophet in the last game against Dallas played phenomenal. Dropped in 36 points. And the energy he played with was amazing, willing his way to a double-double. He completely took over that game with his play. Let's see what he does this time around, guys.
Yeah, David, he was in attack mode all night long. GA really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that...
Williams is checked in for Jalen Williams. And Shane Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Wallace. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one, no good. Some solid defense from the Prophet. So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. We've got Buzelis. Trey Jones out there with the Prophet. Then there's Gosuru, and it's Vucevic in its seventh. Rebound by the Bulls. The Prophet's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the Prophet. Shoots the three. Caruso grabs the miss. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams' shot is off. Bulls trail by 5. Here's the Prophet. 11 points in the game. On the wing, Jones. Here's the Prophet. Not enough on that one as it misses. Oklahoma City's gone 1-2 on 3 corners here in the second quarter so far. Joe passes to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. Williams. The Prophet grabs the board. The Prophet's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jones the pass to the Prophet. Here's Vucevic, and out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Zhang's checked in. The Thunder lead by 5. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
Kicks it out to Jones. The Prophet passes to Jones. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Yeah, the last game, it felt like they were just feeding off of what they were doing defensively, forcing a lot of those turnovers, and that helps build your defensive confidence.
And when you're a high-usage player like Vucevic, you have to keep your head up and be willing to make the next pass.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. All alone. And the jumper is on the mark. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play. One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Joe with it. Jones covering. The Prophet grabs the board. The Prophet's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Jang. Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. And it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe.
Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance. Time for some consideration for the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. This is very solid offense.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 16. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort,
They can expect a similar result here.
The shot's good from Gilgeous Alexander.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. Chet Holmgren, 4th.
There aren't going to be many nights when you don't see him affect the game with his shot blocking ability. And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Bruzel. And it's White in for Jones. Gilgeous Alexander finds Williams.
And Gilgeous Alexander throws it down hard and nasty.
And this guy is one of the most athletic guards in the league. SGA off the charts.
Pause and rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
It's really a tale of 2 quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Here we are sizing up GA's Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Here's the Prophet. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And good job that they're doing at the line this quarter. They need to continue converting those free throws.
Alex Caruso is checked in for Gilgeous Alexander. And the Bulls making a change also. Lonzo Ball is checked in for White.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Holmgren kicks to Williams. Pass to Hartenstein. 13 feet away. Get it back. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
The Prophet passes the ball. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Caruso with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Lugens Dort continues to find ways to impress you and expect.
So a pretty lopsided game in the first half. It's the Thunder. They lead by 18. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hold on, I just got an alert on my phone. Ooh, half off bowling after the game tonight. Who's in? And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Chicago Bulls.
I hate the shots.
And that's all for us. Now it's time.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And that's who Mark Dagnall starts the second half.
And you gotta like watching Buzelis break down the defense, just taking what they give him.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Dort with the ball. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Dort's got 9.
And this is how confident Dort knows how effective he is off the catch.
Into the lane. They recover.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside Williams. And it's good for 2. He's got 11.
And Jalen Williams had a plan there to outwork the defense. He knows you got to bring it to the paint.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
A shot by the Prophet, no good.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now on a 4 to start the half.
Hartenstein finds Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers for stopping Kevin, I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Outside, Jones. And the officials call for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
From 8, and that one off the back of the rim and in.